Good afternoon. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. And welcome.
And welcome. You join us live for the 11th Effing F1 show from Abu Dhabi on the Jazz Show Network. I'm joined once again by a sneezy Duff and your stats and commentary on the screen are brought to you from planetf1.com. I'll compose myself.
Could have been better timing if I'd tried.
No, perfect, Duff. Perfect. For those,
so we're here for the last race of the season.
Mate. I know. Good God,
we made it.
There's a song.
We are here.
And for those sort of regular viewers, today we're on peach and passion fruit water, not beer.
Ooh.
I know. It's a change to the usual schedule.
Crazy.
These are crazy times. Crazy times.
And I'll be sponsored by a cup of tea.
Oh, a cup of tea. Fantastic.
I know. Crazy.
Are we on PG tips?
Barry's tea from Ireland.
Oh, hey, nice. That's posh.
Lovely stuff.
Irish tea. So it's a formation lap time, and they're off as we see. Still nice and light at the minute, although the lights are on. Actually, I guess if they start the race with the lights on, the transition's a bit easier rather than
the day to night.
200 mile an hour. Turn the lights on. Poof.
Thanks for everyone that's joining us today. Hope you're well.
Absolutely. We're starting with you for the start of the race. So we tried it last week, didn't we? And it went well. Yep. I enjoyed it, and you guys seem to enjoy it more as well. So you've got us for the whole race, which is great. And hopefully some of you read up on Amy's blogs and stuff who joined us last week. So that was keep up to date. So
really good, really insightful.
Yeah, definitely. So who is your tip for the win?
Another opinion.
Before we start,
sorry, go on.
Who is your tip for the win before we start?
I would like to see. I think I'd like Max for this one. Yeah. I think it'd be nice to have a race where a Mercedes-powered car doesn't win it.
Yeah,
and I think the only person in contention is Max. And hopefully we get an amazing outing from Perez as well, starting from the back.
Yeah, he's coming through.
He proved last week.
He did. I'm my heart would leather Max win, although we're probably going to get a Lewis procession, which would be a shame. Everyone this year in the chat, put your comments in the chat who you think is going to win. We'll open up the effing race over the day later on as well. Although we'll give it a chance to get going first. This week's cursed racer is George Russell, which is why he's back in the Williams, because he won it last week.
Unfortunately.
I really enjoyed that race last week. I was so gutted.
I'm glad that George didn't get the penalty for the tyre mishap and Mercedes did, because he drove such a good... It's amazing to see how gutted he was, considering he also managed to score his first points in F1.
Exactly.
But like he said, he had the win taken away from him twice.
Yeah. Goomaster 34, hello. Hope you're well. Mike, I see you're watching as well. Nice to see you. See you nice. Feel free to jump in the chat as well. Tell us who you think's going to win. So on my stream, I think we're pretty close together this week, chaps. The Pietro Fittipaldi is just coming up to the back of the grid.
Yep.
Oh, this is good then.
Just after getting a nice little wink from Toto Wolff.
Goomaster, I don't know what the race is, so that's okay, Goomaster. You can learn with us. So we're watching the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which is Formula 1. We will talk you through it. Have no fear. Green flag at the back. Yep. I love that job. That'd be a cool job.
I love that they still walk across the track as well.
Yeah.
And we're off.
Go on, Max. Bye.
Who's got a good start? Max is. Yeah.
Well done, son. Well done, son.
Who's that coming through? It's Albon.
Albon's down in 5th. I think, yeah, 5th. Norris is still 4th. Excellent.
Yeah, great start from Norris. A clean start. What's going on?
I know what's going on here. We're not used to this, are we?
No.
Wow. They've all made it through the first few corners.
Yeah.
With no fireballs, no spinning.
No. It's odd to be shocked that, nothing crazy has happened in the last few corners.
I feel like a bit of a letdown now.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not like this for the whole race.
No.
Actually, I'm sponsored by water.
Oh, water. Oh, excellent news.
Yep.
He just did it. And there we go. Go on, Lando. Who else have we got? Gasly. Where's Perez? Has he made anything up yet? Let's have a look.
Oh, what was going on back there?
It looked a bit dodgy, didn't it?
I thought Stroll should have done a bit better than 8th, to be honest.
Yeah, he's got the car for it, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. As they proved last week, it's a decent car, but yeah, 8th, a bit of a poor show from him.
Perez is still last.
Oh, I just hope this isn't a procession after such a good season.
It'll be a shame to sign off with this.
Such a shame, yeah.
It's not like it's a difficult track to pass on either, particularly. There's plenty of places you can do it. So
I mean, Max has got a bit of a commanding lead now.
Yeah, he's got a nice little start there. This is where Red Bull need Albon to come and play the game and mess with the Mercs, because it just gives them so many more different strategy options if they do it that way.
Yep. But at the moment, it's just Max out there all on his own.
And it's easy for Merc to cover him off because one goes one way, one goes the other way, and they're always going to beat him.
Yeah.
Albon to do anything at all, you're having a laugh. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, we're hoping, because I mean, he is British at the end of the day. He just hasn't performed. I'm as sort of sad as anyone, to be honest. I really wanted him to do well, but he just doesn't seem to be doing it, does he?
I was listening to the Paddock Show, the official F1 podcast, the other day, and they did an interview with him, and he was saying how that kind of before the season even started, the amount of shit basically he was getting from all social media and everything. He just doesn't look at social media anymore, because not only is he getting pressure from the team to perform, he's just getting a horrendous amount of abuse.
Probably a wise choice.
But it's like it took that horrific crash from Grosjean for people to actually go, "Oh, maybe he's not as bad as we thought," and stop giving him all that hassle. And it shouldn't be that way, that someone should not have to deal with all that stuff whilst trying to drive. I mean, they're literally in their dream job, doing what they've trained all their life to do, and then they've got to just constantly take abuse from people. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't given it to anyone.
No, that's true.
It's I kind of never thought about it like that.
No, me. I mean, I think if I was in Formula One or I was in that kind of job, I'd stay off social media as well.
Yeah.
Because you're a hero to zero, aren't you? With
that, and then we get ridiculously stupid things like Mazepin.
Yeah, it was just stupid. That was. I don't understand what he's thinking there, posting that. It's
no.
Just say, "Oh yeah, here's the keys to my Formula One career. I'll chuck them down the drain."
Yeah, exactly.
Although Daddy will buy him a new car if he did that, I suppose. But
or team, I suppose.
Yeah, well, he was trying to. He was trying to buy what was Force India.
Trying to buy
a racing plant.
Yeah, and Haas.
I'm glad Haas stayed with Haas, because that's important.
Yeah, definitely.
I know a lot of their cars Ferrari parts, but it's still a motorsport name with like Gene Haas from IndyCar and the rest of it. It's important. Perez up to 18th.
Nice.
So he's got past Fittipaldi and Latifi. George Russell still 16th. Let's have a look at the start again. All right, okay. So Max got a cracking start.
Yeah.
Lewis didn't get a bad start. He just wasn't much better than Bottas's.
I don't know. I didn't expect Lewis to. Well, obviously he's third, fair enough. But I didn't expect him. I don't know. I didn't expect him to use the kind of COVID thing as an excuse.
No, well, nothing really surprised me with Lewis.
I understand it does odd things to people after you've had it, but I mean, if he wasn't that focused in that, he should have given it to George.
Yeah.
Again.
I would much rather have seen George. We were saying earlier, weren't we? I would rather have seen George in the car. It was refreshing.
Yes. it was such a good race last week.
And it was just nice to have a different personality and almost different racing style as well, I guess. But it was just nice to not see Lewis every 5 seconds I turned the telly on.
I think George won a lot of hearts last week.
Yeah, he did. There was a poll just now on the Formula One website for fans to vote on their favourite moment of the season, and him driving for Merck was one of the options out of like 5 or 6 different options, like Pierre Gasly winning his first race and stuff like that, and he won it. By a clear mile. Yeah, everyone loves a bit of George. And,
I think it proved what a great racer he is.
I think Lewis realised how replaceable he was last week, messed himself, and had to get back in the car. Yeah, you're probably right, Jez. I think there's no way Norris is doing a one-stop. He's overdriving, says Albon.
It's like the conversation we had last week with Lewis's contract is coming up for signing, and Merck have realised that there's someone else that can replace him.
120 million.
Not as irreplaceable as everyone thought.
Yeah, 120 million for Lewis, or you could
20 million for George.
probably not even that. 5, I would have thought.
Yeah,
somewhere around that margin. And it's like we said last week. I guess Lewis brings with you the status and Mercedes.
I think he bought the clothing brand and. He's got the image that people want to see on their adverts and
yes, him and his Tommy Hilfiger gear. There are some classics in that collection. I don't know if you've ever Googled it, but just Google it and I look at it and I think, my God, I wouldn't be seen dead enough for that. So some of it is sort of like standard clothing, and some of it looks like a checkered flag. Yeah, it costs too much to even Google it. You ain't wrong there, Jess. You ain't wrong there, my friend.
Have you Googled the AlphaTauri website? There's about 6 items of clothing, and I don't think one of them's below £800 for like a coat for a brand that no one's heard of.
Perez just got past Russell into 16th.
Ooh.
He's on his way. He's got 25 seconds to make up to win the race. There we go. You get it here first.
At this rate, he could do it.
Why not? 50 laps left, he'll be fine. Bottas is 2.6 behind, and Hamilton's a further 5 seconds behind.
It surprised me how much the Renault struggled in qualifying. I was expecting the Renault to be kind of 4, 5, 6, maybe somewhere around that region. But what on earth has Alonso got on his face?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's just come up on mine.
He's got his own face in a mask. I think he has. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Well, I bet you can buy those as well, probably. That's why he's wearing it. A bit like his Kimoa, his flip-flops, isn't it? But that's his brand.
Yes. Yeah. So, unfortunately, it looks as though we might have a bit of a procession this race.
Yeah, we'll talk through it.
Yeah, definitely.
So that Albon's he's within DRS, Albon, but I don't think he's got the legs.
He's done him.
Has he?
Albon's done Norris.
Yes, done
into 4.
Come on, Lando boy.
Oh, Norris is coming back.
Come on, Lando.
Norris is coming back, and he's done him on the straight. Albon took him. Oh no, hang on.
Here we go.
Nice fight going on.
Come on, Lando.
Back and forth constantly.
Well done, son. Oh no. Okay, he's gone and
he's lost out again.
Lando.
It just shows you how strong that Red Bull is at this circuit. Red Bull has always been strong at this circuit.
He's walking away from him now, isn't he? So he's obviously in the faster car.
But yeah, this is the last race we'll see Team Renault.
Yes, Alpine next year.
Yeah. Gone is the yellow and black, and now is the blue and white.
Face mask available for the low price of £300.
What?
I don't know whether he's serious or not there, but it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
That is insane. I can understand if it was like for charity, maybe someone would buy it.
I believe Jez has gone to Google it.
Have you seen the because Seb's got his a rainbow helmet up for auction for charity.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was Ted's notebook from the qualifying. He was talking about it, and he was thinking about possibly putting a bid in. Maybe a couple of thousand, and then he went on it, and it's up at $120,000 at the moment.
Wow.
Yep.
Good, obviously for charity, and it's important.
Yeah, amazing.
Bloody hell, that is some coin.
So yeah, if you can afford it, that's one hell of a piece. But it's definitely out of my pay grade now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it can go to the Rhysage One charity. Happily, all donations accepted. So
we'll take bits. We'll take anything.
So we're 7 laps in. Let's take stock. Where are we? So Verstappen is 2.5 seconds ahead. Bottas and Hamilton can't seem to do anything about him.
No, they just seem to be sitting back.
So Albon's now got to get after him and try and be a bit of a spoiler in there, isn't he? And I'm sure
definitely.
Red Bull will use him for that. Norris and Sainz 5th and 6th, which is great for McLaren. Happy days, McLaren. Kvyat's hanging around in 7th as well.
The last few races, he's been doing really well. But it looks as though it's pretty much all done that Yuki Tsunoda will have his seat next year.
Huckadee. I see. Mr. Honda man.
Yes.
And the thing is, even though I don't know him, or I've never seen him race particularly other than Formula 2, he'll straight away be labelled as, he's only there because of Honda. You can guarantee it. And I mean, the fact we're talking about it probably says it all already anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
So I hope that he does as good, or if not better job than Kvyat.
But Kvyat's properly upped his game this second half of the season.
I mean, I've never been a fan of Kvyat, but I've never hated him. It's just kind of meh, I think is the way to put it.
I think he's just been one of those just typical midfield racers.
Yeah, definitely. He's never going to win a world championship, but he'll do all right.
Yeah, definitely.
So Gasly's behind him now. Perez 14th.
Stroll has just overtaken him.
Go on, Lance, boyo, Daddy's boy.
Yep.
Daddy's going to buy you a new car. Oh, he did, and a team. Anyway.
So that's a big talking point as well at the moment, isn't it? The fact that I know Magnussen was talking about it, because obviously this is his last race in Formula One. He's going stateside to race sports cars.
Yeah,
and he was saying that he's so glad he got into Formula One when he did, because his parents are by no means overly rich, and he doesn't think now that if he tried again, that he'd get into Formula One.
Yeah, you can understand.
Because now you've got to have ridiculous amounts of money.
No, you're right.
Same, Paul de Resta was saying the same a couple of weeks ago, that because he came through from DTM because he couldn't actually fit in a F2 car. And if he tried again now, he doesn't think he'd get into Formula One.
No, you're right.
And probably the same with Lewis, to be fair. Most of the spare parts and stuff he had, that his dad had to kind of scrimp and save for to get them through.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was when Lewis wasn't an arsehole. Can't find a face mask online, but the average price of one from the official F1 site is £15. Well, you know what? That's not stupid. That's not stupid.
No, the NFL one's about £30.
Bloody hell. Wow.
Yeah, stupidly expensive.
I quite like the orange McLaren ones. Are quite smart.
Yes, I like the ones the teams have actually got with the changeable filters.
Yeah.
They're really good. But have you noticed every time they do an interview, they have to keep pulling it back up, because as they talk, it just keeps coming down. And I'm the other way around, because of the beard. It just pushes it up into my eyes, and then I just can't see.
Oh dear! It just makes me glad I don't have to wear glasses. It makes life easier.
Oh yeah, steam up like crazy.
So Albon can't seem to catch the Mercedes, even though he's pulling away from Norris at a fair rate of knots. He's 5 seconds ahead now.
But the Mercs just don't seem to be pushing.
Toto Wolff said they'd turn the engines down for this race.
They had to.
Because, MGUs.
Oh, Christ. Perez is out.
Bollocks.
Oh, I can't believe that. Car's stopped.
Poor Sergio.
Oh, possibly his last race.
Yeah.
And it's gone from, amazing last week to absolute turd this week.
That is sad.
I feel sorry for him.
That's knackered them in the it's not helped them in the constructors either.
No, not at all. It's all on Stroll now.
So I wonder if
the
Daddy's
safety car is out.
Yeah, VSC.
Luckily, because he was fairly far back, there's a decent gap between the field coming back round so that they can get out to.
Looking at the map, he should be all right. I think that's his dad, isn't it? I assume.
Yeah. Just went by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Completely went.
Oh, there he. Nope. You see, came around the corner, went to put his foot down. Oh. Pole kill. PO
Stuck in
kill.
gear or something?
It said kill, PO kill on his steering wheel in red. P oil pressure. That'll be something to do with the turbo, perhaps.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
big old smash of the fists on the steering wheel.
Never mind.
Just at the start of the pit window. I suppose they're all coming in because of the virtual safety car. Makes sense.
Yeah, you got to be quick, mind, because it's not going to take them long to shift that car.
No, not at all.
Did Perez think he'd won Effing Racer of the Week? I mean, he nearly got it last week, to be fair.
Yeah, it was close.
It was close. Perhaps it's... what did
I noticed that the Mercs aren't double stacking this week during the virtual safety car.
No. Well, they did, but they were far enough apart. Lewis just came in, didn't he, as well?
Yep.
I like those orange McLaren outfits as well. The golf stuff looks kind of retro.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cool. I mean, it's not something you'd wear to the pub like, but it's quite smart. Yeah.
You never know if you go in the pub to watch the F1.
Yeah, can you imagine sitting there in a McLaren overalls? Yeah, I'm just having a week off whilst the lads take care of business.
I'm on holiday.
Sipping your pipe through a straw into your helmet, sat in the pub. Yeah, ask me drinks bottle pint. Yeah, can you fill it up, lads?
What was that Lewis said? This doesn't feel like a good.
That doesn't feel like a good strategy.
Oh, okay.
Because they probably pitted a lot earlier than they thought they were going to, haven't they?
Yeah, if they've all pitted and all changed their tires, they've all just done the same. I mean,
they have all pitted.
Because as we were saying, they've had to turn the engine modes down because the Williams engine went, and obviously Perez had the engine problem, so they can't run them on full power.
Stroll is on his last legs for
safety
engine,
cars
apparently.
Out.
Oh yeah,
they've put the safety car out. Ooh, what happened during Stroll's? Unsafe release, possibly.
Oh, there's a shame. Sorry, Daddy's boy. Let's have a look. Green light. No, nothing wrong with that, was it? Really?
No, it wasn't massively close.
Yeah, I've seen.
They still haven't managed to move that car.
I've seen them closer than that. Yeah, I guess that's why the safety. They're going to have to get the.
Gonna have to get the crane out. Yeah.
And of course, due to previous incidents, we have to have the safety car for that, for obvious reasons.
Yep. Yeah, makes sense.
Well, there's been enough crashes and accidents this year. It's.
But this does mean if we've got an actual safety car rather than a virtual, it means it's going to bunch up the field again.
Yay!
When we go racing, hopefully the Mercs might be able to push a bit more.
Perhaps so.
Dear God, poor Sergio having to be driven around on that thing.
Don't know where they're going to put it.
With his little antlers on that go-kart. Oh my God!
I bet that's just what he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
The poor Force India guys at knackered.
Yeah.
Force India Racing. I still call them.
I think, same. I think just the highs from last week, the low. I mean, this could literally put them out of fourth place or third place.
Absolutely. Let's just have a look where they were. So,
Sainz lost out in the pit stops behind the safety car because the two Ferraris are now 7 and 8.
And
or it's just mixed because some haven't.
I think it might be that, yeah. So they're on 194 points, Racing Point. McLaren need just 11 points to get ahead of them.
Oh, wow. And
so McLaren 184, Renault on 172.
And Stroll's 10th, so he's only on for 1 point.
Yeah. Renault probably aren't going to score 20 points. You can probably forget them. So it's between McLaren and Racing Point for third place, really. So 10 points in it. So we need a 10-point swing to get our lads from McLaren up into third. Come on, McLaren.
Well, at the moment, we've got Sainz in 9th and Norris in 6th. So
that would do. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it.
It's going to be close. Yeah.
It's fine.
It's also, with this bunching up now, see what Albon can do to get himself in between those two Mercs.
Yeah, if he can get a good restart.
Yeah. I genuinely didn't think we'd end up having a safety car at this.
No. No. But Christian Horner is having his say. What's he got to say? Good old Christian.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Christ, he's been with them for so long.
Yeah, he just seems like a genuinely nice chap, and he's married to Ginger Spice. I mean, good God,
exactly. He genuinely seems like a guy you could go down the pub and have a drink with.
Exactly, yeah, exactly, and have a pint of ale.
Yes, I genuinely think I'd love to go down the pub with Toto Wolff as well. I think it'd be hilarious.
Have a pint of German lager.
Like,
some Warsteiner.
He seems like he's got a good sense of humour. But that could be because he's Austrian. And what was that?
Yes.
Was it the first United States Grand Prix when it was him and Arnie, and it was just amazing to hear those two together.
I bet that was funny. I'm going to have to find that clip because that just sounded hilarious. I tell you, speaking of clips and hearing amazing things, did you see the videos of Alonso driving his Renault 2015 car around? My God! And did you see Lewis's reaction to it?
Yep.
It's like, oh, that's what they should sound like. And I thought, yeah, damn right, that's what they should let it sound like.
You should go to an F1 race and have to put noise cancelling headphones on your kids because it should be that loud.
Yep, absolutely. It should be
right. So the safety car's coming in after this.
When it's like going,
but it was the same when Sorry, go on.
No, you're good. You're
good. When Mick took his dad's 2000 car around the track while they were doing the pre-show live, and everyone just stopped talking just to hear that car, and it was unreal.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true.
Because it's been so long since we've heard a noise like that.
It seems like it's been far too long for my liking, but still, what can we do?
I think, I don't know, I've been seeing a lot in the news lately about synthetic fuels.
And
I think if it is a step that's going to be something big, then I can't see why we can't go back to V8s, V10s, and use synthetic fuel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because surely the whole point of F1, it's the pinnacle of motorsport. We shouldn't be restricting and restricting.
Most technology. Simple as
yes.
Yep. It's like
And
I don't know if you've been to Centre Pod and you go watch the drag racing and you watch the different classes of of drag racing and then they bring out the top fuelers at the end and it is loud.
My God,
it is loud. It is fast. It's brash.
It's insanely loud.
When they're gone, you're like, okay, no. Nice.
Before you know it, the parachute's coming out the back.
Yeah. But part of the attraction of that is the noise and the sound. The floor moves when it's when
it's atmosphere as well, isn't it?
And if anyone's looking for a relatively cheap day out next summer, I'd recommend that because it's a cracking. Well, it's like a weekend. You can camp for the weekend. And it's really good fun.
Just add it to part of the F1 show on tour.
Yeah, we'll do that as well. I'm gonna have a busy summer next year.
Yeah, we're going to be practically at every race and.
Can you imagine if I win the lottery, Duff, we'll do it live at every single race you want, mate.
Perfect.
That'd be hilarious, wouldn't
it? Does that mean Jez has still got to be at home?
Yeah, Jez gets to stay at home. Oh, we take him with us.
And he even put his Christmas jumper on for you, especially.
I know. I wish the world could see his Christmas jumper. I guess.
The race has restarted.
I still can't keep up with him.
No, there's
dear.
Just like the first start. It's just I don't know if it's the last race and everyone's just gone. Nah.
Yeah, we've had our fun, but there's a lot to go for.
To be fair, I would have expected Bottas to do more because he could lose second place in the championship.
Yeah, because he is only. He says as he looks at his screen to pull it up. Yeah, because he's only. Right, so Bottas is on 205, Max is on 189. Yeah, so 14 points. So yeah, he could do.
He could do it, especially if he gets fastest lap as well.
Yeah.
Which is not helping.
Yeah, goes Sainz.
Nice. I'm shocked to see the Ferraris that high, considering how poorly they qualified.
Did they pit Ferraris?
I don't know.
Whether that might be it.
So much kind of happened all at once behind the safety car.
Mm.
We got is that Ocon going for it?
Yep.
Yes.
Because Danny Rick's in 5th.
And Raikkonen lost out in Battle of Quali as well. 9-8 to Giovinazzi.
Yeah, Giovinazzi's another one. He's had a steady year, but would you keep him? Probably not. I wouldn't personally.
It's just a shame that he's in kind of a back marker.
Yeah,
you never really kind of get to see how much he has got.
But then, if you're only just beating Kimi, who's at the twilight of his career,
yeah,
would you be doing much better in a? If you look at like Russell, who's out qualified his teammate in all the races, stuck him in a fast car and he's fast. If you stuck Giovinazzi in a Merc, would he be as fast? I don't think so.
I assume he was. Isn't he a Ferrari Young Driver program?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's in their like academy thing.
Literally doesn't look as though he's going to be going any further than Alfa Romeo. I don't think he's going to be put in the big car.
Which makes you think, why is he even there? If you're not going to, the whole point of those programs is like what Red Bull do.
Yeah.
If you're not going to stick him in a Ferrari, why bother?
You could say then the same for Gasly. Gasly's done great this season, and they're not. If Albon comes out, they're not looking to put him in.
No.
Which just seems crazy as well, because he's massively proved himself this season.
Mm. Hello, Zaki Biscuit. That's a great name, by the way. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Feel free to put your tip for the win in, by all means.
Yeah, we are 16 laps in now.
Absolutely.
One safety car already. Yeah, luckily, no red flags.
More action than we expected.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, goes Charles.
Yeah, he's done him.
Easy meat.
So, if this keeps going and Gasly does him, it's no points for Racing Point.
Oh, dear.
Which means McLaren have got third.
And just remember, Lance, Daddy can't buy you points.
Nope.
Buy everything else, but he can't buy you points. Well, I don't know. Perhaps there is a way. I don't know.
Oh, science is under investigation. Don't know what he's done.
What for?
Pit lane incident. Driving unnecessarily slow.
Oh, was that under the VSC?
I don't know, I said pit lane.
Yeah, they're saying that he was too slow going in because McLaren double stacked.
Yeah.
He came too slow to try and make himself a big enough gap.
Yeah.
So it was for that, according to Martin. Can you hear me? Thanks, Martin.
Hey, Norfolk boy.
No fucking way. Whenever someone says I can't help
That's
myself.
our theme song.
So Vettel is holding on the 7th at the minute, although Sainz is right behind him. He's probably going to get him, actually.
So what we got? Russell's still winning the race at the back markers.
Yep. Quite easily.
Magnussen.
Sainz got past Vettel.
There.
Oh, he hasn't. I take it back. I thought he'd done him then, but he hadn't.
Yeah. I thought he'd done him down the straight. Oh, no, he's... What on earth was that? They're taking that very wide to cut round that corner. But yeah, he's done Vettel now.
Yep.
I've never seen him go that wide to get round that corner before.
Kind of straightens it out a bit, I suppose. Give him more speed on the next bit.
Yep, the straighter you can make a corner, the quicker you can go.
Absolutely.
Just maybe not at roundabouts.
Yeah, you got to go around those things.
Over.
I mean, you can go over a roundabout. It just never ends well, does it?
Nope. Unless there is some sort of launching ramp and it's a bit more Dukes of Hazzard. Then it's perfect.
And down he goes.
As long as you shout
Pretty
yeehaw
funny,
as you do
actually.
it. Ooh.
Yeehaw.
Windows open.
Motherfucker.
For the next round. Or I suppose for the first round, technically.
Yeah.
Of non-safety car stop. So I wonder if Ferrari now are going to have to pit or whether they're going long haul.
Well, I mean, I think they were talking about a
strategy.
1 or 2 stops
on the hard. Yeah. Vettel's on the hard. Leclerc is on the medium, and Leclerc is catching him by 1.3 seconds. I'm fast at that last lap.
I'm just going to say it now. Seb, Charles is faster than you. Seb, I repeat, Charles is faster than you.
It looks as though Stroll's nose cone was almost right under him for a minute there. Teammate battle next year?
Yeah. I think Seb will walk it, to be honest, because I don't rate Stroll.
No, I think Seb will go in there and be team leader straight away.
Yeah. I wonder if Stroll...
First green F1 car since the Jaguars.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. There's a couple of new colour schemes for next year, aren't there?
Yeah, it should be interesting grid.
I haven't seen the Alpine colour scheme yet. I know it's white and blue, is it?
I think, it's mostly blue with, like, white bits.
Yeah.
And odd bit of red, because I think it's the kind of French tricolor.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
French. We haven't had a kind of bright blue car for a while. I mean, the Red Bulls used to be blue, but it's always kind of been dark blue.
Yeah, like a navy blue now, isn't it?
Yeah.
A bit like that.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be ashamed to see the yellow go. It's always a obvious colour for a car when you're watching it on track.
Yeah,
the pink's going as well.
Good. I mean, it's just not a very Formula One colour, is it? There's nothing against pink. Other colours are available. I just think it looks stupid. So, when I first saw it, I thought, "What the flip is that?" And I was like, "Oh." And now, obviously, it's PWT's colours.
Yes. So, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. If we're going pink, we're going pink. And, there's been some strange liveries over the years, but that's one of them.
Oh, yes. Was it the Earth livery on the...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, yeah.
BARs?
Then the half and half one they had as well.
Yep.
The two British Tobacco, wasn't it? the 555s from, some of you might remember, that used to be the Subaru sponsors in WRC, the blue and gold. And then the other one was Players. They had like half down the car, didn't it? Looks stupid.
Yes.
Get your Dulux paint guides out, absolutely. We'll have a little bit more. Oh yes, moonshine blue. Yes, that'll do. Oh, here goes Daddy's boy past Charles. So that's
well, it means what? 2 points for him
the
at
9th.
least?
Yeah, every point he gains, we take off McLaren. So he's.
Yep.
Hopefully they'll turn his engine up and it'll blow up.
Oh,
that'd be nice.
I'm surprised they've probably turned it down like Mercedes had to.
Yeah, I would have thought.
Because equally, if something happened to Sergio's, it could happen to Stroll's.
Mm.
So he's the only person out of this race so far.
Or perhaps even Lewis's engine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Both teams up. Well, it's only third.
Yeah, that's surprising me because they can't do anything about him, can they?
Got 3 second gap now.
Albon's 3 seconds behind as well.
Yeah.
Can't seem to catch
who's
him.
that overtaking? That is Gasly's overtaken Leclerc as well now.
Yeah.
It's Ferrari slowly going backwards, although Vettel's still in 8th, still holding it strong there.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
The harder tyre definitely working out for them better by the looks of it.
I mean, he should have another 10 or 20 laps in those hard tyres yet.
Definitely.
Theory. But we'll see. So Charles has pitted. Oh, he hasn't pitted yet, has he? My bad.
That was a DRS move straight down the straight.
Yeah. I don't know about DRS sometimes.
I think we've said it before. I think I'd much prefer the kind of curves boost where you've got the button and you can do it rather than DRS.
Like they used to have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely prefer that. It's starting to get a bit darker there now. You can see the lights having a bit more effect. The cars look really cool. Philly Big Daddy.
Yeah. Cars
us.
at night look amazing. Hey, thanks for joining us.
How you doing, my man? Hope you're well. Thanks for coming along. We're Gebs. Oh, no, we're gents. There we go. We've gone up in the world from Gebs.
We
know what you mean. We know what you mean. Hopefully you've got the race on as well, Philly Big Daddy. If you've, wherever in the world you are at the minute. So we're on board with Ocon on my stream. And chasing down Charles Leclerc.
So that could set him back to 13th if that happens.
Yeah.
Not a good day for him.
Not at all, no. Not at all. So where we got so Stroll's there. Norris is still 5 seconds out of Sainz. But he can't seem to do much about Danny Rick in front of him either.
It looks as though it's going to be McLaren for third as we currently stand, which is great considering how far down they were only a few years ago.
That's
kind of propping up the bottom of the field.
No TV for Philly Big Daddy. That's all right. You can live it through us, live it vicariously through us. It's fine. We will guide you through. So George is still in 16th.
Yep, holding strong.
He's doing as good as he can. With that. I mean, he's right behind Giovinazzi. To be fair, he's like 4/10 behind. So maybe there's a chance for some DRS action there for our George.
Hopefully.
And Lando, he's caught up Danny Rick a little bit. He's only 2 seconds now.
Nice. Hopefully Lando can get that from him. But yeah, I don't know how Danny Rick's got there. He was kind of like propping up the top 10 a little while ago.
Perhaps he didn't pit. I needed to check. Let's have a look. Did he pit?
I think Ocon did, which was...
Yeah, no, he hasn't pitted. Danny Rick.
So it must have been Ocon pitted, which is why he's down in 12th.
Yeah, him and Seb didn't pit.
Oh, okay.
And Charles didn't pit. Giovinazzi.
It looks as though Leclerc is suffering for it, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's all right. They haven't hit the fuck Vettel button yet, so that'll come.
Fuck Vettel!
Done.
And the Merry Fuck Shed store to you all. I haven't done one of those yet. I thought I'd better get it in.
Oh, the poor new joiners on the family game night.
No, that was funny.
With so many in jokes, it was hilarious.
There were some classic answers, to be fair, as well.
Yeah, it was really good.
The well awaited.
So, if anyone else
Greece
watching is new, always check out the other shows on the J Show Network.
Yep, plenty to do.
Always great fun.
Some absolute classics throughout the course of the week. But Philly Big Daddy, any wrecks of note? No wrecks today. The only wreck we had, and it wasn't really a wreck, was when Perez's engine gave up the ghost, but he just crawled to a stop, sadly. There was no fireball.
No, it's not.
It's not one of those tracks.
Not as common as we've had in the last few races.
Yeah, we've been spoiled this year for exciting races and action and things happening.
Not that they're always boring.
No. I mean, this is probably the most boring start to a race this season. Probably, I would have said, but that's all right. It's given us a chance to actually talk about some of the stuff we planned to talk about, because we've done nothing like that for the past 4 races, because it's just been chaos. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been one amount of craziness after another. It's been mad.
And we're going to touch on it in a few weeks, but we're going to go through the season and our best and sort of favorite parts and stuff, and a bit of a review, and so more info when we get around to doing it. We will.
Yeah, definitely.
And
so what are we? We're nearly halfway through.
Yeah, 23 laps.
It just lots of big gaps. There's a few little kind of close battles, but nothing major.
No.
Really surprised, because like I said before we started the stream, I didn't know what to expect this weekend.
No.
Because everything's just been so crazy. Just feels weird to have kind of a bog standard race.
Yeah.
After just like you said, just weeks of craziness.
Absolute chaos. Question for you then, gents. Do you expect Lewis to be as dominant in 2021? Yep, probably more.
Yep,
because Bottas is a broken man.
Yes.
Particularly after last weekend.
If Bottas is in the car next year.
Well, there's a lot of talk of it, and as I always say, there's no smoke without fire.
Exactly. There's the whole story of
Grosjean's
Bottas, and there's the whole talk of the Instagram thing where Bottas had taken off Mercedes and Russell had taken off Williams. Yeah.
I mean, I think that George will be in the Williams next year because his contracts and everything else.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, contracts are only pieces of paper, as is often said in football, for example. If someone really wants to put someone in that car or move into that team, they will do.
Yes.
Money talks.
But if it comes down to, I don't think Bottas won't want to give up that seat.
No, he won't. No, not at all.
It'll be interesting. I read an article this morning that McLaren have just had brand new investors from the States, which is going to add a boost of about 185 million to their infrastructure and everything, which is pretty good. Okay. So hopefully we see some more from McLaren next year, especially with the Mercedes engine in, which should be great. Really looking at what they can do next year in the battle, but it just means more kind of front runners are all going to be Mercs, which is just absolutely nuts. We're going to have Mercedes themselves, then we're going to have Racing Point, which is Aston Martin, then we're also going to have McLaren, which are possibly all at the front, all with Merc engines.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries.
Very well.
It's going to be a interesting next season with so many Merc based cars. It's
I wonder if we'll get if we get Cosworth and stuff coming in now in 2022 as well, perhaps, because that was
hopefully,
wasn't it? It was one of the things.
I'll be glad to see the Cosworth name back, and just is it Lewis as well is trying to get the tire war going again?
Yeah,
more than one tire manufacturer.
I think that's a good thing, personally.
I do. I think there were some really good races, other than the mess that was the Indianapolis Grand Prix. other than that, the racing with choosing your manufacturer was great. It's just something else to spice it up.
Yeah, get some Bridgestones in or Goodyear back.
Yeah,
all those fun things. And
yeah, definitely.
So where are we?
Ooh, who's that? Stroll just went completely off.
He's locked up, isn't he? Oh dear. Massive. Oh, he went. Oh god. He went the right way as well. He went around the bollard, so he'll be all right. That's a shame. Wish he'd gone the wrong way. He could have got a penalty, couldn't he?
But that means Gasly's coming right up behind him now. So he still could finish outside the top 10 and not get a single point for racing point.
Yeah. Oh. It'd be interesting to see if Ferrari can keep the pace up, stay ahead though as well later on. They probably won't be able to.
Yeah.
But if Lance can't turn his engine up, then he's going to struggle anyway.
Those mechanics aren't happy.
No, well, but they can't say anything, can they? Because they're like, "Oh, what did you say about my son?" My boy. Science, no word on that investigation on for Carlos Sainz yet either, because that could be McLaren's afternoon if he gets a drive through or something.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm surprised they haven't. Don't normally take that long.
I'm surprised Danny Rick hasn't pitted yet. I assume he must be on the hard.
Yeah, he must be. Yeah.
To get this far through, 26 laps in, halfway.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense otherwise.
I don't think these tyres are going all the way to the end, Lewis Hamilton.
So at the minute, McLaren are in the live standings 2 points ahead.
Ooh.
If it was to finish now.
Yeah. So they need the Sainz thing to just not be swept under the rug, but just no kind of penalty for it.
Yeah, definitely. Back in the game.
But then if Danny Rick's still got a pit, Norris and Sainz go up a place, that's a bucket load more points.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's only depending on where he comes out, they're still only going to put Stroll up to 8th.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Stroll's 22nd. I see 27, so 41. Yeah, 13 seconds. So he would go ahead of him. That's a shame.
It's odd because everyone bar Giovinazzi is on the hard. Vettel's tyres are 26 laps old. Hamilton's is 16, and he's saying he doesn't think they'll last.
Yeah, on the same tyre.
But Vettel seems to be doing okay on his, so I don't know if this is another case of the Mercs kind of not managing to kind of get their tyres working.
Yeah, so Danny Rick is, the same, obviously 26 laps on the hard tyre. Interesting. So they're going to look at the science thing after the race. So I hope it doesn't. I'm going to get all excited now for like McLaren finishing potentially third, and then the stewards decide, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're going to take the points off you."
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to wait till the end of the race and then go from there to see, because they probably don't want to ruin it either, because it's a driver's fault, not the team's. Similar as they did with George, it was the team's fault, not George's.
Probably they'll add like a time penalty on like 5 seconds or something like that. Though. I mean, that's the worst they can do. I would have thought.
Yeah, they can't do much more.
Because if they're not going to give him a drive-through penalty or anything else during the race, they're not going to disqualify him for it. Because that's
they also can't give him a grid drop because there's no other race. And it'll be a different team next year, so they can't give him a grid drop for next year in a completely different car.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened, is it? It doesn't. Yeah, no, you're right. That wouldn't be fair, I suppose, either. So, I'll be interested to see what happens with that.
So this is the incident. It just looks as though he just slowed down quickly to get the lights.
Yeah.
And then after all that, Racing Point came out almost into him anyway. So maybe they're just going to say tit for tat.
Yeah, it's a racing instant for me, that.
Yeah.
Racing.
Now we've got a visual of them
with
the stewards.
Oh, it's Mika Salo this week.
Nice. I tell you what, we haven't seen for quite a few weeks now. Johnny Herbert.
Oh yeah, old Johnny boy.
He's been at the races for a while.
No,
We've had a lot more of Paul di Resta this season.
Oh, my good friend Karoon.
Yes, who has been missing from the last few races.
Noted.
That's why you haven't put your green screen up. We know.
I've had him secretly killed, just so you know. I'm going to admit it live on stream. It was in fact me that Adam took out. Yeah, I got sick of it and I snapped, and so I sent the lads round to Karoon's palatial palace, and I just said, "Son, you're done here. You're done. Get on your scooter as well, because I bet he rides a scooter too."
Oh, whoever's got you for Secret Santa, they need to get you a scooter.
Can you imagine?
A special Lewis Hamilton edition.
That'll be good fun next Saturday then, or Friday, but one of the two. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So Norris, he's still 2 seconds behind Rick. Can't catch him.
Yep.
Sainz can't catch him either. So they're running at the same.
Danny Rick's 16 seconds behind Albon, so that's not happening.
Yep.
This kind
Albon's 4 seconds.
Battle for kind of 9th, 10th, 11th is still kind of going between Stroll and Leclerc. It's kind of been backwards and forwards. What's that? Something happened to Magnussen.
GoldenEye 64. That's a great name by the way. Fantastic. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We've just had Latifi overtake Magnussen.
My God.
Yeah. Leclerc's, down in 15th now behind Russell.
Yeah.
He's properly dropped.
Yeah. Come on, George boy. He's only 2 seconds behind Kimi. That's good.
Ooh.
The Christmas extravaganza is Friday evening, for those that are wondering.
Nice.
It should be a fantastic evening of fun-packed laughter, no doubt.
Gasly has just got past Stroll. Stroll now only has 1 point for the team.
Yay. Go on, Gasly. Go on, Gasly.
Oh, nice on the inside.
We
Stroll had nowhere to go.
Back in Daddy's pocket you go, son.
Last of the late breakers, that was definitely down the inside.
I've got a whole page of Stroll jokes stored up here, ready to go. So now Gasly's going to go after Vettel, I guess.
Yeah.
We can get past him. So it looks like this is Max's race to lose, and I hate to say it. I'm going to touch some wood, but it doesn't. They don't seem to be able to do anything about it. I mean, if it was me, it's the last one.
He's miles ahead.
You just say, right, stuff it, hammer mode or hammer time, whatever it's called, and just go for it. And if it blows up, it blows up. The championship's won on both counts. You might as well just stick your foot down and go for it. Or at least that's what I'd be doing.
I don't think they can change mid-race now, though, can they?
No, they can't. That's a good point, actually. Yeah. So how many?
Now that they've.
So Max is on 189. Valtteri's on 205. So he needs 16 points more than Valtteri to get second place. So probably Bottas isn't even remotely bothered, probably then, because he's not going to.
So Max can't. If it stays as it is, and Max gets fastest lap, he still can't take second place.
No, because he wouldn't score 16 points more, which is a shame.
So then, do you reckon Mercedes have said to Lewis, stay behind Bottas, because obviously Lewis doesn't need the points or to win, and Bottas could do with the points for being second? Is Lewis being the team player today?
See, if I was Lewis, I'd just get him, and I'd probably get him Bottas' head for next year and say, fuck that, and pass him.
Yeah.
That's probably why I'm not in Formula One. But,
unless he's just happy for a nice, calm drive, with still kind of feeling a bit of the after effects of COVID.
No, potentially. But I'd just be working on saying, right, I'll just get up right behind him and hassle him and hassle him and hassle him and see what happens. But
as Amy said last week, Bottas.
That was a great one. That was Bottas.
Yeah.
It's
brilliant.
There's lots of people lurking in the chat as well. Feel free to hop on any suggestions or notes, or even things that you think that we could do. So next year that we haven't done this year for the show as well. By all means, all suggestions welcome. There's always things that we haven't thought of.
Yeah, definitely. It's for you guys. It's not just for us. So.
Absolutely. As much as we enjoy it, it's also for the...
Yeah, definitely.
And as I say on my own streams, give the public what they want.
Exactly. And who doesn't want drunken Broforce till 1:30 in the morning?
I'm still feeling the last night. Hence, I'm on the water today, folks. It's oh, go on, Vettel. Vettel's got him back.
Oh, yes. It's nice to see Vettel pushing.
Yeah, go on, son. Someone's got Benotti's finger off the fuck Vettel button again.
He's not here.
Ah, well, that explains it then.
That's why. Because their CEO's just retired early. Ferrari CEO's retired early.
Oh, probably got given a Ferrari to retire with as well.
Yep.
There you are, my son. Ah, thank you. Off you go. That'd be nice.
Was that your impression of a Ferrari?
Yeah. But it's Formula One Ferrari. That's why I was very quiet.
Oh, fine. Well, it wasn't as loud.
Can we get that again, Rhys? No, we cannot.
Someone's got to clip it. Come on.
Too late.
Oh, I think Jez is on it right now.
It's all right. We'll clip it. God.
I love that feature. You on your trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you ended up sideways.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
We're having a week off next week, unfortunately.
Too busy looking at an electrical shop.
We were, yeah.
And going straight into a tree.
That was quite funny.
Don't do that when you're playing Formula One. That would be a nightmare.
I'm not. No, I'm not. Well, I'm supposed to be doing Formula One Tuesday. I've been threatening to do it for weeks, and I keep getting distracted by trucks. But at the minute, I don't. Well, give the people what they want. Well, that depends if Jez has done the schedule yet. If he hasn't done the schedule, maybe we'll change it to trucks. But at the minute, it's set for Formula One. But I'm an open-minded man. We can do whatever we want. That's what streaming's about. So back to the race. But
give the people what they want. Yeah.
Well, why not both? Yeah, I suppose I could do both. I can do both.
So what have we got? Still, Perez is the only one out, which is such a massive shame.
Yeah,
we never got to see. The question is, though, I know he took a few places from the back runners, but with how much of a procession this has been, I wonder how far through the field he would have actually gotten.
Yeah. I reckon he would have got up into the points at the least. Just for you, Jez, I will go later. Start on the Formula One, then I'll change to the trucks for later on.
Nice.
And then,
oh, it's Christmas.
Christmas time. I'm going to stop there.
Has there ever been a Formula One race where it snowed? I know usually it's in the summer months, but
it did snow during testing once. I think it was last year or the year before when they did pre-season testing in Spain, and it was snowing. So I can remember Ted doing the testing updates in the snow.
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't think it's ever done it in a race. Although I may be wrong, chat. Feel free to Google that one and correct us. But
I mean, other than Red Bull's skiing F1 car.
Yes, that's true.
Which does get a shout out on here quite a lot.
It's a great bit of video, that.
Oh, superb.
So Norris is starting to catch up to Danny Rick now. Maybe those tyres are starting to go off a little bit because he's only 3 seconds more than that before. Anyone else closing?
Which means it's probably getting close to Danny Rick having a pit.
Yeah. So we've opened up the poll for your effing racer of the week. So ! Vote and then space, and then the names are in the chat there. So you just put the name of who you want. I'm going to leave.
It's going to be a tough one.
I'm not sure yet. There's still room for the drivers to impress me.
Yes.
So far, I am not impressed, particularly. There's
not been any major push by anyone, really, has there? I mean, Kvyat was doing really well, and he's now back down in 12th. Gasly's not doing too bad in 8th, but yeah, I mean, kind of Giovinazzi's back down in 17th. Russell's up to 14th, which is great.
Yeah, how nice would it be for George to get a point in the Williams?
He's doing well. Oh, I think Leclerc is now about to do him by the looks of that little onboard camera shot. I do like that little onboard shot that they do in the menu.
Yeah. It's a good way of seeing showing someone else that's going on around the track, isn't it, as well?
Yeah. And yeah, he's done him on the straight with DRS.
Ooh.
But yeah, Russell 15th. It must be so hard going from amazingness and heartbreak last week. Then it's just like, well, okay, I'm in the Williams. I'll poodle around at the back of the grid again.
Yeah.
It's an odd one.
Okay, so Albon is he still can. You see, this is the point, isn't it? He's not. If Max is making that car go a heck of a lot quicker, so 18 seconds quicker.
Yeah,
he's 7 seconds behind Lewis at the minute,
and the Mercs clearly aren't pushing. So Red Bull should be pushing him to get up close and threaten those Mercs.
Go on, Charles. Gets past Georgie boy.
Because the only way that Verstappen can be second now is Albon needs to come second.
Yeah, so he needs to
play race
and get his foot down a bit there,
or to force Bottas to make a mistake. But clearly, Hamilton's not doing that. He's 3 seconds behind and just sat pretty much 3 to 4 seconds behind all race.
Yes. So the top movers and shakers, obviously, Danny Rick has moved 6 places since the start.
Yep.
That graphic kind of says, there's no really big moves, is there? Other than Danny
No,
Rick.
not at all. And the only reason Danny Rick's up there is because he hasn't pitted.
Yeah, exactly.
So God knows how far back he's going to go. I mean, he'll have a lot. He should be able to push because he'll have a lot fresher boots towards the end. But the same with Vettel. It'll be interesting to see what Vettel does with fresh boots on just before the end.
They're all going to have to stop again, surely.
Yes.
There's no way those tyres are going to go from lap 4 or like 5 whenever we had that safety car until the end. I'd be amazed if they do.
Definitely seems as though the one stop might actually be the better strategy. Because they're going to have so much fresher tyres on at the end. They're going to be able to go onto the super softs and just gun it.
I think Sky have forgotten to change their push alerts. I just had a push notification from Sky saying tune in to watch the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Now, normally at just after 2:10, that would have been a good time to push that out to their viewers, but not today.
Yeah.
It's the first hour of it.
To be fair, it's probably because you haven't missed much.
Yeah. We've been spoiled. So there goes Leclerc.
Generally have this season.
So there goes Vettel, my bad, on some mediums.
Ooh.
Into the subway that goes underneath the track.
That's a cool pit stop. It's such a cool kind of pit exit.
I think it's just about the track. Goes back under the track.
Yeah. Just so it comes out in a bit more of a sensible place. Was it the Chinese pit exit that was just like super dangerous?
It's just
came out on right into the first corner.
Right in the braking zone.
Yeah.
That's just China for you, and it's China all over. Let's make it super dangerous.
And then we should be back there next year.
Yeah, it'll be nice then. It's a good track.
It'll be interesting to see now with vaccines being made available in countries that we should get a normal season next year.
Yeah.
It's just interesting how it's going to work. Well, not work. How the races are going to be after such a weird, crazy season with all those old tracks this year.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, some of the tracks I wish we were going back to be honest. But
Oh, definitely.
We'll see what happens with the powers that be in that one. But
there's still one TBC.
Yeah, I think it'll be Portimao.
Yeah.
In Portugal again.
Now that Vietnam looks as though after they've just built the circuit, it's never going to happen.
Yeah. Typical, isn't it? Typical Vietnam. It's sod's law.
And then we get what? Is it 2 or 3 years of Saudi as a street race until they build the permanent circuit?
Yes, gonna be a street race, and Herman Tilke's on with that, isn't he?
Yes. Hopefully, to make it a bit more like a Bahrain, because that was a great circuit.
Jez in the chat with his Portimao. Very good, very good.
Nice.
It's a pussycat.
Do we not get the cat bouncing around the screen?
Give the public what they want. Dear.
Does that mean Jess has got to set up more things?
But he lives for it. He lives for it. Yeah. So it's definitely a Red Bull win. I'm going to go for you. Oh no, I mean it'd be nice. It'd be nice if Lewis put his foot down and at least showed us that he's the GOAT and can win it without trying. That would be.
Which could you imagine if George was in the car today? It would be a battle.
We'd all be a lot happier if George was in the car, wouldn't we?
Yes. Yeah, definitely. So would George.
Yes, very much so.
Hey, there we go. Full cats bouncing around.
Oh, there we are. Sorry, I wasn't even watching. Portimao.
Nice.
I do like that.
So then, what are you expecting from our new teams next year?
I think McLaren will carry on with their resurgence. Hopefully, I'd like to see Williams carry on going up the field.
Hopefully, they will now that we've kind of got the budget cap coming in, and I suppose is it from next season they get the most wind tunnel time.
Yes, that's the way it goes like that. The scale, isn't it?
Yeah,
those back get more time, and those in the front get less, which is good. That's what we want. I mean, you're never going to get a level playing field, as in it's completely.
There's always going to be back markers. There always has been back markers. But speaking of that, have you heard? Mr. Minardi is thinking about coming back and having a team again.
Yeah, I mean, once the budget cap comes in, there is that opportunity for someone like him or one of the Formula 2 teams to step up,
Yeah, especially with if we can get someone like Cosworth in as well.
Yeah,
another engine manufacturer in.
It's like a customer entry level kind of thing to get you into the sport, isn't it? And then
yeah, definitely.
There's enough clever people at Cosworth, I would have thought, to make it decent.
Yes.
So that would be cool.
And F1 needs the back markers because, like Haas next year, it's where you put your rookies.
Yeah.
Not every team can always stick a rookie straight into the big car.
No.
You need those little teams.
If you think of some of the some of the old teams that have gone, like Virgin, for example, Pacific, Minardi is another one, I guess. Some of the teams that were HRT, which was the best name for a team ever.
Oh, dear God. Yeah.
They get some HRT, but they're not racing this weekend.
Lotus and Caterham as well.
Lotus, yeah, absolutely. It's been Simtech was another one. Top one.
Yeah, Super Aguri.
Yeah, Super Aguri.
It's technically, what is that? Either at one point, BAR Honda were kind of back markers.
They were, which is now the Mercedes team.
Exactly.
So from small things, big things grow. Jez has a friend who is a huge Minardi fan. He'd love that. Yeah, cool. Well, Minardi as a name still there, I would have thought, in some form. Well, I don't know whether he'd bring them back as Minardi, but it's the same guy. So it's be interesting to see whether they did or not. So 15 laps to go. We've got still Max.
Danny Rick's come in for his pit stop.
Let's see where he comes back out then.
3.5 seconds, not massively quick. That's a bit of a wobble on the way out. But
You know, he might actually get out ahead of Stroll. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, out in 7th.
Stroll.
Just behind.
That'll do me.
Yeah, just behind. That's what. Oh, is that Gas? Oh, just out in front of Gasly. So hopefully he can get his boots warmed up quickly.
Yep, that'll do the job.
Onto the medium tyres. Yeah,
that's fine.
So, can he catch Sainz? That's the question. We've got 15 laps. We've got 14 seconds.
With some fresh boots, I think so.
Give him, a second a lap.
I can't see why he wouldn't. I'm sure he's going to have a go. Because it's his last race for the team as well.
Yeah, before he goes over to McLaren.
Let's have a look how everyone's doing that's in their last race for their team. So Sainz in 6th for McLaren in his last race. We've got, obviously, Danny Rick in 7th in his last race for the team. Kvyat probably in his last race for AlphaTauri in 11th.
Yep.
Everyone else is in for next year, pretty much. Oh, K-Mag, obviously, in 18th.
And Vettel.
And,
in 15th.
Of course, Seb, yeah. Duh. Yeah. That's not going so well now, is it?
And possibly, we still don't know, Albon in 4th.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, Perez is out.
Lewis still hasn't signed a contract.
That's very true.
Hashtag just saying, please put George Russell in the car to do, if you're listening.
And then there's a perfect space at Williams for Perez to help build that team up.
Or we get Callum Ireland in there. That'd be on the grid.
Or we've got Jack Aitken, who was there last week.
I think it'll probably be too much of a step backward for Perez, I would have thought, but whether he'd be up for that or not. But I mean, I still wouldn't be surprised to see Perez in that Red Bull next year.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm still holding on to the hope that might actually happen.
Definitely. He can't do any more this season to prove that he should be in F1 next year.
Not now he's out. No.
Yeah.
I think that it'll be very interesting to see.
Battle at the back between Russell and Vettel.
Yeah.
14th.
That'll do.
Vettel's got new boots on.
I'd rather watch that than watching Max slamming around 7 seconds ahead in the lead. So what we want now is for Bottas' engine to blow. Max to finish 2nd in the World Championship. Soto to go, never mind, we'll have George next year and just get rid of Bottas. There we go.
Exactly. Perfect. Or Lewis doesn't have a contract, so George could go in for Lewis and Perez could replace Bottas.
And if Lewis truly is the GOAT, stick him in the Williams. See how he does in there.
Yeah. He did. He has said he always wishes he could have driven for Williams. So there we go.
Well, it sounds like we've sorted this out. Right, we're done. Yeah, thanks for joining us, folks. And
that is F1 done.
Sorted. You hear it here first. Lewis Hamilton to Williams for next year,
and George and Perez to Mercedes.
Oh, fantastic!
Done.
I'd watch it.
Oh, definitely.
And if Lewis does any better than Russell's done in that Williams, I will happily shake that man's hand.
After COVID.
Yeah, and I'd probably nick his scooter. Just for the sake of it.
That would be an image.
Why not?
On your green screen behind you going around on Lewis's scooter. That would be amazing.
See you, Lewis. That'd be nice. Oh no, a couple of million quid back for your scooter. Oh, go on then. Internet's playing up. Or not. Oh no, we're back.
We have a new graphic. There.
Oh yes. Very nice. Yeah. That's no. There.
Yeah. Yours is the right way round. Mine's the wrong way round.
Oh yeah.
That's freaky. It's even weird that I've only just noticed that.
It is weird, isn't it? Was it?
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, we've both done it now.
Oh well.
Yep.
Apparently it was there last week.
Yeah.
We didn't.
It wasn't there earlier, though, was it?
Apparently,
what, the little grey one at the bottom?
That's the poll.
That's exactly.
Get your votes in.
Yeah.
Well, get your votes in, folks. I'm coming close to a decision on my vote, which I will share shortly. Still not 100% yet, so we'll see how he does the last little bits. Yeah, we've got Jez in our ear, for those who are wondering who we were talking to. Just ignoring the public.
Regular viewers are definitely used to this by now.
I don't think there's been a show yet where one of us hasn't answered him.
Nope. Especially when we both do it at the same time.
There'd be so many clips of that we should do. We should do that one time. Norris, so he's 32 seconds behind Albon. Gee, God.
Wow.
Oh, no, Max is having trouble.
Oh, that's all we need.
Having vibrations.
Good vibrations?
Bad vibrations. If always be chatting with you, he could sing that for us, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, no, my singing days are over.
Yeah, me too. Well, mine never started.
I did it for 3 years, that's enough.
Balls to that. Balls to that. Oh, yeah. I think it's just something vibrating on the car, so.
Hopefully you should be all right.
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
There's only, 10 laps to go?
Yeah.
See all the knees jiggling in the Red Bull pit garage?
They are knee jigglers, aren't they?
Yes.
So, come on, Merck.
Christian Horner is, I think, the king of the knee jigglers.
He sits at his knee with his foot going up and down like an empty.
Yeah. So what have we got? A few on the medium.
Yep.
Obviously, Ricciardo and Vettel. K-Mag and Latifi as well. Back there. All the front runners' tyres are now 33 laps old.
Yeah, they're talking about whether they're going to pit one of the Mercs to get fastest lap back off Verstappen.
At this moment, I'd have to say there's probably Bottas they're going to do that for.
Yeah, to get the extra point.
Hamilton just doesn't seem to be in it, really. He's just happy to sit back.
Coasting around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose in some ways he's done, isn't he? It's he's just going to finish the race in third and say, yeah, took it easy, man, happy days.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Liz. I hope you enjoyed it. And Ted's in the Mercedes garage. He's going to find out.
Yes, and he'll find out. Ted, the legendary reporter.
I love Ted. He's fantastic. Although they're all sat down. No one's looking at getting any tyres, so perhaps not. But we'll see.
I suppose the question is it worth it?
Yeah.
Because whoever it is has got to push, and if they haven't been pushing because of the engine, is it worth damaging the engine? Because that could then put Bottas out of second place entirely.
Yeah, they're probably just going to play it safe, aren't they? And see, this is where Max Albon needs to get his foot down now and put the pressure on him.
Yes, massively.
Because if Albon was right up their sort of backside, making them push. Yeah.
The thing is, though, he's been fourth for a while. You thought they might have gone with a more aggressive strategy for Albon to kind of stick him on the super softs for the end of the race to then push to get up there.
Yeah. I don't think the tyres are making that much difference because Danny Rick is still 14 seconds behind Sainz, so he hasn't gained anything, even though he's on fresher tyres, isn't he?
And Vettel's down in 14th, so nothing's. He's but now behind his teammate, so that hasn't helped either.
No, it's made no difference at all.
Unless in the 10 laps to go, he can really push, but he's still 3 seconds behind his teammate.
Yeah. So all those top four have done 35 and 34 laps on that set of tyres. So
yeah, they've all done exactly the same strategy, which just seems so odd.
I wonder if there'll be a puncture or something out of these last 10 laps because they're probably into the danger zone for that. After 35 laps, they've got to be close to.
Be wearing down.
They haven't brought up the tyre graphic for a bit that shows.
Yeah, they showed Vettel's earlier, but that's about it.
Yeah. somewhere. Magic Mike is a happy person right now. Yes, he was very excited this morning on the Discord about a potential win for his fellow Dutchman, Max.
Yes. Yeah, this is one circuit that Red Bull has always done well.
For anyone that is listening and watching, feel free to join our Discord that's in the chat there, where you can find out more about all the other lovely shows on the Jazz Show Network and chat about many things ranging from gaming to memes to your pets as well. And we talk about everything. And there is, of course, a Formula One section for your Formula One discussions. Just click on the link.
And don't also forget, we're on Facebook now as well.
We are, yes.
An F1 show on Facebook.
You can find us on there with all your F1 news coming straight to your feed. And more of our lovely mugs. Which one more can you want?
Exactly. What are you going to drink your tea out of?
Yeah. There is a
unless you're on water.
There's an F1 face mask you can buy as well.
Yes, on the Redbubble.
Yes, the old merch.
And is it a Don't Get Me Started shower curtain?
Yes, there is. Yeah, you can buy anything you could possibly want.
Exactly. And who wouldn't want a shower curtain with Jez's face on and Alex's face on?
Yeah. Oh, God. You're in the shower, you've got your loofah out and you're soaping yourself down and you're looking at Jez and Alex's face. What more can you want? Yes.
I don't think I can answer that.
Dear me. No, I don't think I want to answer it. I only want to think about it. So what's that, Jez? The F1 show merch got DMs. I don't even know what DMCA is. I'm assuming it doesn't exist anymore, which is a crying shame.
Is that like YMCA'd?
Copyright take. Oh, damn you.
Oh.
Damn it all to hell. I am.
Is that just the F1 show stuff oh, okay.
That's a crying shame. Never mind. It is what it is. So Sainz can't catch Norris either. There's the Don't Get Me Started shower curtain. What more can you want?
Whee. Love it.
Dear me. Anyway,
so you have been pre-approved for a Don't Get Me Started shower curtain.
What more can you want?
Love it. So many things you can do on Redbubble.
It's cool.
Brilliant. Not this is an advert for Redbubble.
God, no, not at all.
But buy our stuff.
So Lewis is putting his foot down a bit now.
Yeah. Less than 2 seconds now.
Yeah.
Someone woke him up, maybe? Lewis, there's only a few laps left. Oh, hello.
Oh, shit, I better get driving. I am going to fully get behind Lewis for these last few laps.
I mean, even Albon seems to have stepped up his game. He's only 5 seconds now.
Yeah.
So, what? Why all this in the last 10 laps?
Yeah, it's a bit late, lads. It's a bit late. What are you doing?
Giovinazzi's now pushing Russell.
Within
DRS range.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I will.
Solid race for George.
I will be a Lewis fan if he can get past Bottas. Because it suits. I know. It's a big admission from me, but if he's going to get past Bottas, I will give him a cheer. I mean, I've left it till the last race of the season, so yeah.
In the last 10 laps of the season.
Yeah, to find a reason to possibly cheer Lewis Hamilton. But Max has just said you can turn the engine down if you want to. Red Bull just said negative. I don't think they can they?
No, I don't think so. I mean, he's 11 and a half seconds ahead. I mean, he could just coast a little if he wanted to, really.
I have the world's driest throat today. Too
much
beer.
Broforce.
Yeah. Too much shouting and swearing, I think it was.
Doesn't sound like Captain Brilliant at all.
No. I was streaming and I and I just forgot these are noise cancelling ones, so and I could hear myself still. So it must have been loud. Because you don't realise, and you're like, oh, shit, that's a bit loud. Oops.
Nice.
Too many C-bombs.
So what have we got? Is there any last battles?
No.
Lewis has dropped back to 2.5 seconds now.
He's got bored of it now, hasn't he?
Magnussen's pitted. Some fresh mediums.
I've dropped it in there. I've dropped my vote in.
Which means Fittipaldi's actually beating Magnussen at the moment.
Yes. Kev's gonna blast it now, anyhow. I would have thought, but he can't get the point anyway because he's not in the top 10.
Nope.
And for those wondering what I'm talking about, you get a point for the fastest lap of the race, but only if you're in the top 10. Unfortunately, so that's a bit pointless for him. Literally, I would have thought the Mercs would have a crack at it though. Perhaps they can't. Or perhaps
I suppose this is
trying.
His last few laps, he's at the end. They might as well just gun it in the car. Let Magnussen just gun it for his last few laps.
I mean, it's the last time either of them are going to drive this iteration of the car anyway.
Yep.
The cars will be parked up at the end of this race and probably never spin a wheel until they're brought out for some exhibition in a few years' time or whatever.
And it'll probably only be the Mercs.
Yeah.
As the fastest Formula One car ever.
You're right. And so hopefully we might get some donuts. That'd be nice.
So there was one of the reporters was asking Vettel if he was going to do donuts at the end. And I was like, really? I know it's his last race for Ferrari, but it's not exactly lit the world on fire.
No, it's not donuts. Whoever wins the race should do some donuts. That should be mandatory as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
If you win the race, it's mandatory that you do donuts. Every race. Or eat donuts.
Well, yeah. Not like you're going to use those tyres again.
Yeah, I haven't had donuts for ages. Yeah, that'd be nice. That would.
I suppose the only thing is, have I done that wrong again?
So
wrong again.
Good effort on the vote there, Duff. I think it's
always wrong. I just thought it was easier to type Max.
Well, you would have thought so, wouldn't you? Oh, you blame the producer personally.
No, I'm not blaming anyone. You put those words there.
I did. Just science can't catch Norris either, so he's 4 seconds. That's not changing.
Plus, if I do it wrong, I know someone's going to put how to spell Verstappen on the screen first. Then I can just copy it.
Never know how many S's there are. That's what catches.
Yeah, I know.
And 2 P's. Or not 2 P.
That's the question.
So Daddy's boy is stuck in 9th. Although Ocon might get him yet.
Is that enough points? Is that enough points for Race and Point if McLaren got it? Because we're getting close to the end now.
I knew you were going to ask that. Where did I put it? Let's have a look.
I've done it right.
So they need... they need 11 points more. So what do you get for 5th and 6th? My maths head isn't working. I can't remember how many points you get for 5th then. That's it, 10?
Must be.
No, I think that's enough because
25, 18,
15,
10.
And then it goes down in ones, doesn't it, from there?
Yeah.
No, I think that'll be enough because they're both there. That should be enough.
Yes. And then it all comes down to what happens at the end of the race with that investigation.
Yeah, that'd be typical, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
bloody typical.
which is odd.
I see. So
you see what?
96 days until the next race, Steph, according to Martin.
Wow. Not long.
Nope.
And what is it? With the test, there's reduced testing next year.
Yeah.
So the new guys will only get roughly a day and a half, and that's it.
Something like that. Yeah, they tend to split it, don't they, between the two?
Yep.
They normally take one car. So you got the young driver test, which is this week coming up. 2 days of testing at Abu Dhabi
with the youngest driver they've ever had in Fernando Alonso.
Yes. Yeah, they've got away with that one, Renault. I mean, it's only because he hasn't been in a car for 2 years that they've got away with that. It seems, but it'll be. So these cars will actually be used for that. I tell a lie. So they will be driving them for that, but they'll have new engines and everything, and they'll be pristine for that.
Yeah, definitely.
They'll all be trying stuff like 2021 parts, some wings and stuff like that. I would have thought as well, because they'll use this. I would have thought as a pre-test for the pre-season testing. So any bits they're not sure about for next year's car, I reckon
they're going to have to.
They're going to have to bolt on. I can't remember whether it's Monday and Tuesday or Tuesday and Wednesday, but it's this week. The test. So with all of the action, we've missed the fact there's only 2 laps left.
Wow. Those last 8 laps disappeared.
Yeah, that's because nothing happened.
Nope.
We've just talked over it.
At least we got through most of our topics before the end of the season.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So
we did manage to polish that off, which is good.
And then a nice bit to talk about on the season review.
Yes, we will do that. We'll do that. A Christmas festive season review thingamajig at some point. It'll be fun. Oh, there's Perez's car.
Still there.
Yeah, it's still there. They haven't took it back yet. So in the Drivers' Championship, Sainz moves up to 8th.
Nice.
According to that graphic, which is good.
Let's see what he can do in a Ferrari next year.
So Crofty's saying there, the reason that they're doing it after the race with Sainz is because they want to look at the telemetry to see the speed differences and compared to a normal pit stop, etc.
Okay.
So it'll be based purely on the facts, I guess.
Yes. And whether he did it purely to gain extra time for the double stack.
Yeah. If he did, then they'll take it off him, or they'll put a time penalty on him or something. But given that he's 10 seconds ahead of Danny Rick, should be all right.
Yeah.
Is Albon being encouraged to have a go at Lewis? He is. He's 2.1 seconds behind currently. But I don't think it's going to catch him.
It's taken him 8 laps to drop it by 2 seconds. I don't know if 1 lap he's going to come anywhere near.
No chance. No chance.
Should have been encouraged to do that 10 laps ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give him a pat on the back if he does beat him, but I'd be surprised. I would be surprised.
I mean, the last 2 laps, he's taken out a second a lap, but with only 1 lap to go.
1.7 now. He got a bit of slipstream from the Ferrari.
Yep.
Feedback is he looks slow everywhere. Interesting. Oh, he is.
Where is Lewis slow?
He is right behind him, to be fair. So the Formula One driver is the same as ours, pretty much.
Yep. I'm intrigued why Vettel is second.
Someone's finger got stuck on the button, probably.
Must have done. It must just be for it being his last race. It's the only thing I can think of, because he's 14th. I mean, he's done nothing spectacular. Yeah.
I mean, if he scored a point or something and beat Leclerc, you could kind of understand, well done, son. But,
But yeah, Russell is still half a second ahead in that fight with Giovinazzi and has been doing that for the last 10, 20 laps. That's more deserving.
Yeah, definitely.
292 days to go, according to that banner on the track. Don't know what for.
Perhaps that's until they're back next year.
Maybe.
It can't be, can it? It can't be.
Or the Abu Dhabi Expo or something, I think.
Yeah, it's probably something to do with that, isn't it? It'll be some... Here comes Max then on his last lap.
I tell you one nice thing for next season now, hopefully, is having fans back as well.
Oh, Arcon's going to get Stroll. Go on, son.
Ooh, would this would stick him down to just the 1 point?
Yep. Oh, he's cocked it up there, coming out. Come on, Ocon, you Frenchman.
Albon's dropped back to 1.8 behind Hamilton. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Nah, it's a shame. Well, Max has led from start.
And here he comes. Yeah.
And it's still been a fairly timid race, isn't it, to be fair?
Yeah, it's a shame that we've ended such a spectacular season on such a, I don't want to say dull race, but there's been so much going on at every race. This just kind of feels like, oh, okay.
They do have some great fireworks in Abu Dhabi. To be fair. Yeah, not good enough, Alex, unfortunately. There's no point doing it the last 3 laps just for the sake of it, my son.
McLaren on the wall there, ready for theirs, clinching third at the moment.
Yes. Yeah,
Norris and Sainz across the line.
Oh, it's snowing again.
Hey, jingle snow, jingle snow.
Jingle all the way. Come on, Lando, bring it home, son. Bring it home.
Yes.
Ocon's got him. Yes. Go on, son.
Oh, yes, look at that. DRS, get in.
Picture. Very good. Very easy.
Nice. Cheers for Norris.
Sorry, Daddy's boy. How'd you like those apples, son?
Oh, I tell you what, that's almost well, no, it isn't anywhere near. But 2008 Brazil.
Yeah.
Hamilton on the last corner. I felt so sorry for Massa that day.
Yeah.
He so deserved it.
I liked Lewis then, though. I was a Lewis fan.
First championship.
Yeah. You see, Brundle just pointed out that, was it Crofty, one of the two, that if you think about the 15 points that got took off Racing Point for their illegalness with those brake ducts and stuff, they would have they would have finished third.
Yep.
Just goes to show, kids, play by the rules.
Yep, definitely.
And well done, Max, I think, there, to be fair.
Yeah. Held it from start to finish. Great restart that just propelled him even further ahead.
Yeah, he did well. Max Verstappen is our effing racer of the week.
So does that mean that he's going to have a terrible race in Australia?
Yeah, guaranteed. Guaranteed. I think Danny Rick just pulled the fastest lap out of the bag on the last lap as well.
Oh, nice. So
he was 7th.
So does that mean Renault are just out of it then completely?
Yeah. Chance it definitely carries over to next season.
So they'd be what? 5th. Renault 5th, Racing Point. Hey,
4th.
Nice show for McLaren there.
Yep. How do you like that, boys? Love a bit of orange. Oh, there was no donuts. What's going on here? That's upsetting. That is upsetting. He's a happy boy.
Boom! Straight into everyone. Crowd surf.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Just crowd surf to the podium. Right, well, that's it. That is F1 2020.
Yeah, man. What a ride.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. There's donuts.
Lewis?
Yeah. No, Valtteri. Oh, no, sorry, it's Lewis. He gets to do his World Championship donuts by the looks of it.
Yep. Because technically, he's not the world champion till after the season when he gets crowned.
Exactly.
The do.
Oh, both Mercs are doing some donuts. Nice.
Can't see him now.
No, it's just a pile of smoke in it. Fantastic.
God, look at that smoke in the background.
K-Mag's done some as well.
Hey.
All 0 people in the crowd must be so excited. Yeah.
Yep. Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Oh well, K-Mag should hopefully be going to win some races then.
Yeah.
Sounds as though he's going to be in pretty good contention for races and championships over in the States.
American Le Mans, isn't it? By the looks of it, which is good for him.
Chevy.
Oh, well, yeah, he should be all right there.
Yeah.
Oh, look how neatly they've parked those.
And it's as if it was planned.
Yeah. And I bet there'll be a picture now in the middle and stuff. And
are they allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Just leave the cars there.
I thought so. There'll be someone's probably getting Lewis's phone and scooter ready now.
Yep. I do that helmet is pretty cool though. You've got to admit that sparkly helmet is quite cool.
It is smart.
Oh, nice hug.
Thanks, mate, for giving me an easy year. Oh, that's all right, pal. I got me £2 million in the bank. I'm happy with that. Oh yeah, me too. Thanks. Yeah. Gee, God, unbelievable, Jeff. Oh, yep, face masks are all around.
Yep.
There'll be some techno on now in the Red Bull garage.
Oh, of course. They might even play the Stick song.
Sticky, sticky, stick, stick.
Can you imagine that coming out of the Red Bull garage? Yeah. I wouldn't put it past them.
No,
I really wouldn't.
Some of the stuff I've heard when like they're walking past the hard house and all the rest of it.
Usually when Ted's doing his notebook.
Yeah.
That's when we'll hear it.
They're blasting it out of the pit lane. You think, nice. Must be a pain in the ass to be next to them.
Martin's trying to do an interview.
No.
So, I know it's probably going to be a piece in the end of season review, but while I've got you here, it's the 2020 season end. What has been your highlight from this season?
My highlight from this season. Well, it's easy to say George last weekend was the highlight of my season. That's the easy answer. I would say, in terms of action, the first Bahrain race was fantastic in terms of racing.
Yep.
I liked that we've gone to tracks twice. I loved the new Bahrain layout. Thought that was amazing.
Yep.
I'll give one shout out to Lewis for winning the title. Well done. Thank you very much. It's just been a good season. It's hard to pick one particular moment. I've just enjoyed it all, other than this race, but at least we've had a chat and an natter.
Catch up with the craziness of the rest of the season.
Absolutely. What about you?
I think one of the, it's not really a highlight, but it's Grosjean walking away from that crash. Because I just remember our faces on the screen watching that happen, and all of our reaction is he's dead. And for him to walk out of that and already have one of the bandages off his hands is just unreal. So it's a highlight that he's still alive for me, I think. But as far as the rest of it goes, I think the biggest highlight is the old tracks.
Yeah.
And how this new wave of new tracks. I think Max said it best, that they go and do the same tracks every year in, year out, and it just becomes routine. And we saw with the unpredictable of having races out of season, and just how crazy some of the wet races were in places that we just would only be there when it's warm. And I think that unpredictability and that just made for great racing.
Yeah, it's been a great year all around, and I've enjoyed doing this with you as well, Duff. And obviously, Jez looking after us in the background.
Yeah, thanks, Jez.
And actually, another one of my highlights was Jez's substitution when you were stuck in Korea at sea. That was a fun afternoon. We talked a lot of Formula One that afternoon. It was
nice,
very good times, and yeah. I guess it's a good point, good sort of time to wrap it up. I think for this weekend, Duff. And
yeah. Oh, one more. It was great to have Amy last week.
Yes,
as well.
Definitely. Yeah, that's something we're going to try and do more of next year, I think, isn't it? Actually, whilst we're on
that. Get some guests on.
So you haven't got to listen to our dulcet tones, particularly when it's the full race.
Yes.
It livens it up, so that's good. Hey, and if anyone's watching this and wants to come and join us for a race, we're completely up for that as well, I'm sure. And we can have your lovely face sat here as well, and talking through the race with us. That would be more than welcomed. More than welcomed. So what's coming up on the Jez Show Network then, Duff?
So
I'm sure you've spotted it.
I have indeed. As you see, Jeremy's mouse moving as we speak. So,
there's no graphic.
We have an unscheduled stream from Captain Sorrow and Lady Sorrow tonight.
Oh yes,
and then next week kicks off as usual with 2 Minute Warning, which I believe is back on the Jez Show Network again from 9 o'clock. Then more
Very
Captain
good.
Sorrow after that from 10:30. Then Rooster Beast is going to be playing Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man on the PS4. That looks like a really good game, actually. That new Spider-Man game.
Yeah, I watched it the other day. It was good, very good.
Yeah,
thoroughly.
We'll be doing that from midnight, and then we get Tuesday where we get the retro roster at 3 o'clock. Looking back at Payback 2017. I think that's after my time of watching wrestling. I don't remember Payback.
I never had a time watching wrestling, particularly other than bits and bobs. It's a great show, though.
On Tuesday, we have your stream at 6:30 with F1 2020 and Truck Sim.
And trucks, yes, and trucks.
Yes.
I will get some trucks in for you. Don't worry. We will truck as well. Mother truckers.
And then after yourself, we've got Always Be Chan, who doesn't know what he's playing yet.
Fair play.
But I like that weird. What was the weird thing he did the other day on the Switch?
Oh, was that Stardew Valley?
That was a weird little game with the little apple-looking aliens and.
That's Thursday night, that is.
Okay, that's a Thursday. He'll be playing that again. That's cool. And yeah, he's on
Tuesday night.
Was that Detroit Become Human last week, wasn't it? And yeah,
oh, yes.
How many times can Connor die?
Connor must not die. We will save Connor. It's such a good game that was, and it suits him really well as well because he is the right person to be considering the social implications of one's choices when it comes to that.
Indeed. And then in his usual spot on Tuesday again will be Captain Sorrow at 10:30, and that's what we've got. There's rest of the streams keep on coming throughout the week. Keep an eye out on the Jez Show Network on all the socials for what's coming up.
And don't forget, Friday night is the extravaganza. I'm going to make it extremely posh. And, it'll consist of lots of fun and laughter, no doubt. I've no idea what we're doing, but it's going to be good fun, and we'll have a laugh, I'm sure. So make sure you tune in from 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, something like that. But we will tell you before then. We'll tell you before then. See, I tried to plug something and it's just gone wrong, isn't it? It's gone wrong. Anyway.
So where can everyone find you on your socials?
They can find me at Rhysage1 on Twitch. If you search me on Facebook or through the Effing F1 channel on Facebook, you will find me. And Rhysage1 on Twitch. Feel free to add me, drop a follow, and tune in for when I'm streaming just on my lonesome as well.
Perfect. I'll be Duff Valley on all the socials and on Twitch as well. And next week, I should start streaming some more Rocksmith.
Ah, cool. I do like that. It's good fun watching that the other week.
Get your musical hats on.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, we shall round off the season, but we shall be back with a little bit of a catch-up and a review at some point over the next few weeks. We'll keep you all informed. And thank you very much for joining us. I know there's lots of you that have joined us all season, so thank you for that. And see you all soon.
Yeah. Have a good Christmas.
Bye-bye.